Hello everyone, I hope you all had a fantastic weekend and I hope that you all spoiled your mummies and your grannies and your aunties yesterday on Mother's Day. Before we start again, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for your love and support. We really couldn't do this without you. Happy Mother's Day. We are going to be reading about somebody new in the Bible today. His name is Solomon. And our Bible story today is called God Speaks to Solomon. Solomon was David's son. When David died as an old man, Solomon was made king. Soon after, God spoke to Solomon in a dream and told Solomon he would give him whatever he asked for. Solomon thought very carefully. Then, instead of asking for money or to live a long life or to win everything, he asked God for wisdom to make him clever so that he can rule wisely over God's people, because he wanted to be a good king, just like his father. God was very happy with Solomon's answer. I will give you the wisdom you asked for, he said. But I will also give you the things that you didn't ask me for. When Solomon woke up, he felt happy and he was made strong, knowing that God was always with him. And there's Solomon in his bed having his dream where he was talking to God. And he asked God, I don't want money. I don't want to win everything. I don't want to live long. Just make me clever so that I can be a good king. Okay, let's put our hands together. Eyes closed. Dear Lord Jesus, thank you for the beautiful day. Thank you for my mommy and daddy and my friends and my teachers. Please help me to be kind and to be a good friend today. Thank you for keeping me safe over the weekend. We love you, Lord Jesus. Amen. Okay, let's start the week off with one of the elephant's favorite songs, Peace Like a River. Let's see if I can find it here. You ready? Let's go.
I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got peace, love and joy like a river, I've got peace, love and joy like a river, I've got peace, love and joy like a river in my soul. I've got peace, love and joy like a river, I've got peace, love and joy like a river, I've got peace, love and joy like a river in my soul. I've got peace, love and joy like an ocean, I've got peace, love and joy like an ocean, I've
I have created a new weather chart for us here at home so that we can have all the days of the week and the months of the year up on the wall so we can read them together when we sing our days of the week and months of the year songs. So let's have a look. Here is our new, not really new because it's all our old things, but now I've just put it up on the wall so that we can see everything. We've got the months of the year and then all the days of the week and the numbers of our weather chart. So yesterday, this was our weather chart. Our weather yesterday was sunny. The day yesterday was Sunday, the 10th of May, and the season is still autumn. So now we need to change it. So our weather today is still sunny, but it's very cold, and that's why I've got a long sleeve on. So I want to add the cold picture, and here it is. There is the cold picture. Then today's not Sunday anymore, it's Monday. Good job. So let's take Sunday off and put on Monday. Then if yesterday was number 10, today is number 11. So all we're going to do, we've got the 1. So we're going to take off the 0 and we're going to put on another 1. So it's the 11th. All right, I'm going to bring it a little bit closer so that you can read it with me. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Our weather for today is cold and sunny. Today is Monday, the 11th of May. The season is autumn. Now, before we sing our songs, I want to ask you, is it getting colder in the mornings? Why do you think it's getting colder in the mornings, at night? It's getting very, very cold. And that's because our seasons are changing. We're slowly going into winter. So when May is finished, autumn's going to be finished and it's going to be winter. Now, with our new weather chart that's up, let us sing our days of the week and our months of the year song. Let's see if I can get it there. All right, let's go.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, the days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, the days of the week. Start each day with a smile, make each day full of fun. So let's make each and every day a very, very special one. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, the days of the week, the days of the week, the days of the week.
Can we go straight into months of the year? Let's try. There we go.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Come on, you try. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Come on, let's try. Oh, these are the months of the year. Oh, these are the months of the year. Oh, these are the months of the year. 12 months in every year.
How many?
12 months in every year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Come on, let's try. Oh, these are the months of the year. Oh, these are the months of the year. Oh, these are the months of the year. 12 months in every year.
How many?
12 months in every year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Come on, let's start.
We are going to be learning about a new theme this week. And this week's theme is called Awesome Animals. And basically we're going to be learning about all the animals that we find in the wild. So today we are going to learn about the animals here in Africa where we live. So I've got this picture here and let's have a look now. There we go, now you can see it. Now you can see we've got all the different animals in my picture that we find in Africa. We've got lions and zebras and giraffes and all sorts of little birds, and there's some springbuck and kudu and impala, all the different buck we've got here in Africa. Can you see? There's all the buck. Then we've also got some more, this side, sorry. We've got some elephants. And here in the background you can even see some rhino. Now, what makes Africa different is that we have lots of open space that is full of grass. And that's what these animals like. They like a big open space where they can run and they can jump with lots of grass to eat. Then there's also trees here, but they're not all close together and on top of each other. Can you see they're far away from each other? There's big spaces. And these trees are tall. That's why we've got the giraffes. The giraffes love these tall trees because their long necks can reach. Now, there's so many animals that we can talk about here in Africa that live in the veld. This is what we call the veld with all the grass and the trees. But there are three animals that I really want to talk about. Number one is the elephant, like our class. Now, we're going to talk about the elephant. The elephant is huge. Now, we get two types of elephants. We've got the African elephant that lives here where we live. And then we also have the Indian elephant. Now, I'm going to show you a picture to show you the difference because the Indian elephant doesn't like the felt like the African elephant. See? There we've got an African elephant, and here at the bottom we've got an Indian elephant. Now, the Indian elephant likes the jungle, and we're going to talk about that tomorrow. But first I want you to see the African elephant has big ears. Can you see them? And the reason they have these big ears is because here in Africa it gets so hot that he uses his ears to fan himself like this to keep him cool. And then the Indian elephant, has got small ears. See, his ears are very small. and his are, and the African is big. Now, because it's so hot here in Africa, and that's why the elephant's ears are so big, the elephant likes to use his trunk, and he sprays water all over his body or her body, their body, to keep them cool. And sometimes they even like to roll in the mud because the mud keeps them cool. Now, there's something very sad about elephants, and that is that there's not many elephants left in the world. And that's because there are some very ugly people out there called poachers. And these poachers like to kill these elephants to take their tusk. See there, the tusks. Because they can sell it for a lot of money. Do you think it's nice that they kill such a beautiful animal in the wild just so that they can have this tiny tusk to make some money on it? That sounds really, really horrible. So now there's places like the Kruger National Park where they try and keep elephants safe, because one day if the poachers keep on killing these animals, they're going to be gone. They're going to be extinct. So now elephants are actually what we call endangered, because there's not many of them left. Do you think you can remember that word? Endangered. Now, you can see in this picture, you've got a mommy elephant. And a mommy elephant is actually called a cow. And a daddy elephant is actually called a bull. So they're all elephants, but a mommy is a cow, and we call the daddy a bull. And then here at the bottom, very, very small, there's a baby elephant. Now a baby elephant is called a calf. Just like the cows we were learning about last week. He's called a calf. Cute, hey? Now, you can see the elephant's trunk. Oopsie. The elephant's trunk. And the elephant uses his trunk like a hand. The elephant uses it to pick up water from the pond to drink. He uses it to find food in the trees, and he uses it to hold onto things. Sometimes the baby elephant, the calf, will hold onto his mummy's tail with his trunk. The next animal we are going to talk about is the rhino. I don't know if you can see it so nicely here. Look, there's the rhino. He's hiding there behind the elephant. Now, you get two different types of rhino. You get a white rhino and a black rhino, but they look almost exactly the same. So, if you see a rhino, maybe one day you go on a game drive with mommy and daddy, or granny and grandpa, or auntie and uncle, and you see rhino in the veld munching on grass and plants, I want you to have a look at this. Now this is a photo of a black and a white rhino. Now, if we look at this rhino, can you see he's got a very pointy mouth? And if he's got a pointy mouth, that means that rhino is a black rhino. Then, if he's got a straight mouth, like this, see, it almost looks like a square or a rectangle. That means it's a white rhino. And also, sometimes a white rhino's horn, see, there's his horn, is a little bit bigger than the black rhino. Now, just like the elephant, it's very, very sad. They are also endangered. That means there's not many of them left, and there's even less white rhinos because their horn is bigger. So poachers, like we were talking about with the elephants, are cutting off their horns and selling them for lots and lots of money. But when they cut off the horn, then they also kill the rhino, and that is why we don't have many of them left. It's very, very sad. So there's places that have been set up to look after all of these rhinos to try and make sure they stay safe and that nobody can hurt them. Now, just like the elephant, the daddy rhino is called a bull and a mommy rhino is called a cow. Silly, hey? Don't know why they can't just be a rhino. But a mommy is a cow and a daddy is a bull. And their baby is also called a calf. Now, have a look. When there's lots of rhinos or lots of elephants that live together in the veld, it's called a herd. So their family, it's not just called a family, we call it a herd. Now remember, I wanted to talk to you about 3 animals. We talked about the elephant, we talked about the rhino, so we've got 1 more. And I want to talk to you about the lion. Ooh, I know you all love lions. Can you make the sound like a lion? Good job. Now, the elephant and the rhino, they like to eat plants. So they are called herbivores. Can you say that for me? Herbivores. Good job. But the lion, what does the lion like to eat? The lion likes to eat meat. The lion here in the corner likes to eat meat, and that means they are carnivores. Can you say that for me? Carnivores, they like to eat meat. Now you can see here, it's very easy to see. There's a mommy lion and a daddy lion. Now, the daddy lion has a big mane. You see, he's got lots of hair all around his face. Now, if a lion's mane is light, that means he's still young. But if it starts going dark and almost looks black in some places, that means he's old. He's older. So, if he's got a light mane, he's young, and if he's got a dark mane, he's old. Then we've got the mommy lion. Now this mommy lion is very, very special because we call her a lioness. Can you say that? A lioness. Good job. And the mommy is the one who goes and looks for food for the daddy lion and the whole family. So the lioness is the one that goes and hunts for food and brings it back to the family. Now remember, the elephant and the rhino family was called a herd, and for lions, their family is called a pride. And normally, there's only a few of the daddy lions and lots of lionesses because they need lots of lionesses to catch food for them to eat. So what do you think, if they have to eat meat, what do you think they need to catch? They need to catch some buck, or they might catch a zebra. But I don't think they're going to try go for a elephant or a giraffe because they're very big. Can you see they're bigger than the lions? Oh dear, there we go. See, the lions are much smaller than the elephant or the giraffe. So I don't think they're going to try and catch those ones. They're going to catch the zebra or maybe the buck. See, so there needs to be lots of lionesses to help them catch food, but not only to catch food, but also they need to look after the baby lions. and the baby lions are called cubs. So the baby lion, the mummy must look, some of the mummies will stay and they'll look after the cubs, and the other mummies, the lionesses, will go out and catch food. Now, there are lots of different animals that we can see in the wild here in Africa where we live. So maybe next time you go on holiday, after this big story of staying at home and being in lockdown, maybe you can ask your mommy and daddy that one day you can go to a game reserve. Now, a game reserve is where it's a big space with lots of grass and trees and water where the animals can live, where all these animals can live together. But then there's also people that can help look after them, like the rhino and the elephant that are endangered. They need someone to protect them and make sure that poachers don't get to them. So maybe one day you can ask mommy and daddy if you can go to a game reserve or go on a game drive. Our story today is called The Little Giraffe. Now, before we start, I wanted to show you how we know that this is in Africa, in the veld. You can see there's lots of grass, but oh dear, it doesn't look like it's rained in a long time because all the grass is brown. Ooh, that doesn't sound like nice food. And then there's lots of trees, but can you see they're far away from each other? And they're tall and they're flat on the top like we get in Africa. And in this picture we've got a zebra and we've got a very short giraffe. Doesn't have his long neck yet. We've got a lion here under the tree, and we've got some buck, and far away we've got some elephants. Now, this book you guys can help me read. Do you want to do that? Okay, let's go. The Little Giraffe. There once was a little giraffe. He was the first giraffe in the world. He lived in East Africa with his best friend Rhino. Now, do you think this rhino is a black rhino or a white rhino? Look, he's got a pointy nose. I think he might be a black rhino. What do you think? Okay, let's carry on. Every day they looked for food. Oh dear, they need some rain so that their grass can grow. But the sun was hot and the earth was dry. You ready to read with me? I'm hungry, said Rhino. So am I, said Giraffe. Remember, read with the bubbles. So they went to see the wise old man. We're hungry, said Giraffe. Can you please help us? Come back tomorrow, said the wise man. I will make a magic drink for you. Look, he's making a magic drink. The next day, the little giraffe visited the wise man. Here's your drink, he said. But where's Rhino? Oh dear, Rhino didn't go with. And the little giraffe didn't know. The little giraffe began to drink, and he grew bigger and taller and taller. Now you can reach the top of the trees, the leaves high in the trees, said the wise man. See, now that looks like the giraffe we know, with the long neck. Rhino had found some dry grass. Rhino said, Mmm. He forgot all about the wise old man. Here you are, said the not-so-little giraffe. Ready to read. What happened to you? Said Rhino. I drank the magic drink, he said to Rhino. Where's mine? Said Rhino. But there was no magic drink left. Rhino was stuck eating dry grass. He was angry with Giraffe and the wise old man. And he was angry with himself. Why do you think he's angry with himself? Because if he didn't forget about the wise old man, maybe he would also be tall so that he could reach up into the trees because he got his magic. Yeah. And even today, Rhino is still angry. Now look, now you can see his nose. Look, it's pointy. He's got a pointy nose. So he is a black rhino. Not a white one, a black one. The end. Okay, now before we go, I have a challenge for all the elephants. Do you think you guys are ready for this? Now your challenge is to every day when you wake up, make your own bed. Don't wait for mommy or daddy or granny or grandpa to do it. You are big now, elephants. You can make your own bed. Do you think you can do that for me this week? Good job. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed learning all about the different animals that live here in Africa with us. I love you lots and I miss you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.